Welcome to MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill. Let's see, this is the first day I'm sitting on the porch, so I'm hoping like we don't have any problems. But you know what? Every time I prefer to sit out here during these, let's see, MS Live things because it's so bright and eerie and it just, gosh, it's got to give you a good feeling. It's got to give you. So, how many people had a rough time getting out of bed or starting today? Let me just get rid of that. All right, just 1 minute here. For some reason, it's not closing out. Anyway, Chris is there. Uh, Chris, it's a pretty T-bird. There we go. Debbie is here. Uh, that's a pretty T-bird. What year is it again? It's a 60. Ah, anyway, Chris is here and Debbie's here. Welcome. And Chris just bought a Thunderbird, and they're going to restore it. She and her husband. Fantastic. Uh, After this, I have to go down and have my bladder pulse, pacemaker turned up again or turned down, actually. So, hi, David. Hi, Richard. Hi, Sarah. So, everybody's slowly getting here. So, I moved the internet connection thing. So, I'm hoping we don't have any problems. Plugged in the phone, plugged in the laptop, and let's get this going. Also, let you know, I took one of my pills. Gosh, I felt so bad. The sweating. Hi, Paul. I just felt so bad, and I thought, no, 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 no. I don't have to take anything. I was trying not to take anything, but I was trying. But I just took something about 5 minutes ago, Nucinta. It's the very mild painkiller because I perceive I'm in pain. Hi, Will. God bless you. All right, now Chris is saying Chris and Ronnie bought a 67, uh, 67 Thunderbird, Ford Thunderbird, and Jane's here. Yes, we are outside. Thanks for noticing. I tell you what, Jane, I had to get the internet. I did all sorts of fail checks. And of course, it always wants my internet password. And I'm thinking, what the heck is that? So I took a picture. I can't remember that. Um, that is Chris. You know what? Chris is 67 Ford Thunderbird. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Hi there, Ranger. Ranger's coming to say hi. Uh, all right, where's your bone? Go get your bone. Did you eat it all? I gave both dogs bones, so it wasn't supposed to be eaten. Uh, I see. Hey Ranger, you leave him alone. That's his bone. He's gonna take. He's gonna bully. Come here. Come here. You're gonna bully the baby. Don't bully the baby. Anyways, so he's saying that. All right, let's see. Built the same year as you. All right, 67. Let's do the math. That means come here, lay down. That means that I'm turning 53 in a couple weeks, and you are turning 54. I'm younger. I'm younger. All right, hey Ranger, Chris is saying hi to you. Uh, uh, Chris is saying hi. I don't know whether you guys can hear, but there's a din of noise out there. Besides the birds, it's like a din of noise, and that's the cicadas. The cicadas are just. It's like a freight train, but it's yeah. It you know it's I can hear the octave. It's like an ambient. Chris, Chris is saying hi to you, Winston. He's taking so long. So you're a year and a half older than me. So you're in January. I'm in June. The June baby. Anyway, how are you doing, Jane? How you doing? How I got a question. I know Richard is considering Mevaclad, right, Richard? You're considering that. So does anybody know anything about Mevaclad? Hi there, Tim. Youngsters, yeah, isn't it fun? When you know when you're 50, half a century old, and people are telling you you're a kid. I love it. I love it. Yep, that's right. We're chicks. Yep, exactly, exactly. Um. Anyway, how y'all doing? So, does anybody know about Mevanclad? Uh, on MS Karen, there is a description of what the side effects. There's not a lot of information. Richard, one of the things that I discovered is that some of these for relapsing remitting, and Mevanclad doesn't have the success rate of keeping you at bay, if I can remember, keeping your MS at bay as a Ocrevus or hi there, Karen. I see you said hi to me. That's saying hi to you. Everybody, Karen's here. Not the Karen time checker. I don't know where she's blowing us off, but that's all right. Karen, if you watch this later, we're thinking about you, and I'm stink eye. Snake Eye. Anyway, yeah, Mevin Clad. Uh, uh, it's Nevin Clad. By the way, remember when? So young. By the way, remember I did a video a while ago that warned that rituximab was going to go generic. So Genentech is the pharmaceutical company. They weren't going to get Rituxan approved for MS. So they put all their research in something they put a new patent on to make some money on, and that was called Ocrevus. Uh, so either AJ. So what happened is that you could get Rituxan as an off-label if you have Medicare for MS. But guess what just happened? It just went generic, so generic that nobody's covering Ocrevus or not Ocrevus, Rituxan anymore because you can get the generic form of that. Uh, Similar. So that's pretty exciting. Exciting. I don't know whether it's exciting in a good way or bad way, but I know my neurologist called me up, the secretary, and said, "Do you want to come in and talk to the neurologist because he's going to want to put me on Ocrevus?" And yeah. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I think I'd rather have the generic Rituxan. But I said I just got this Rituxan last month, so I'm good for 6 months to a year. I'll deal with that tomorrow. I might get hit by a truck this afternoon, so I won't have to. Uh, I won't have to do that. Now, Mason, Richard's chiming in. Mason is a once daily pill. Yeah, you know what? Hi, Laura. Um, Age, we're all going. We're talking about age. Age, age. Really, age is such a stupid thing. Age is only important. Thank you, Laura. You know what? I'll update you in a minute about my dad. But age is about being on this earth. there's a 94-year-old woman I'm friends with, and she walks, but she does leg presses, she swims. She's a lot better off than we are. So than me, right? So you think, who age. I remember thinking I was a 72-year-old in a 30-year-old's body when I was 30. It's a number. I know old 70-year-olds. I know young 70-year-olds. I know 90-year-olds going on 12, and I know 50-year-olds going on, I don't know. And you ever see? Look at some of your Facebook friends if you're on Facebook that you went to high school with, and they look more like your mother than they do your classmate. It's so. Thank you, Laura. This is all studio makeup, smoke and mirrors. I'm telling you what, studio makeup. If you had a show, you'd have. In fact, I was gonna wear a tiara because when you're in front of the camera, it's funny. Everything's a joke. I just don't take myself serious. Sometimes I look awful, but I honestly, this show's not about how I look. This show is about you, and I'd so much rather be here looking awful and having you here to interact with each other than I would look at. But I'll tell you what, QVC had a beauty package, and I bought it. And what it I'm a sucker. My mom and I. So it's $25 for like $150 worth of beauty product. So my mom came over last night. She bought the last box, and I bought two boxes. Right. So she spent $50 on two boxes, and I got a lot of stuff. And we sat there and drank a bottle of wine, and we did that last night. We did that. All right. Okay. All right. You know what? All right, I'm gonna. So anyway, we went through that. There is something that. Hey, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. All right, so let me see. Laura just asked a question. She's visiting her sister in Texas next month, and she has MS. Can we suggest any gifts can get to help her with their MS? Does she have a cooling vest? Does she have a cooling vest? Does she have a cooling vest? If not, if you got her a cooling vest, you would be a rock star. I'm telling you what. And that's something that they're kind of expensive. How much money do you want to spend? Uh, yeah, and Jane seconds that. So on YouTube, all right, AJ got his port. For people who get infusions often, you can get a port put in so you don't have to suffer the IV, the dreaded IV. Whenever they pick it, run a line, so you can do that. Now, Laura, it is. Yeah, she said. You know what, Jane? Laura says it doesn't matter the cost. So some of the other suggestions is seed butterscotch, or CBD cream, a personal fan, chocolate. That's funny. Thank you for cracking me up, Jane. Yeah, yeah. You know what? They're good. They are. They're good suggestions. Okay, Laura. So what you can do, what Jane is suggesting, is if you can get a little bottle. You know what? You can get a care package, get a cooling vest, right? A cooling vest, chocolate, get a little jar of CBD pain cream, and a personal fan. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that? I would love that. I would love that. I would. But AJ Butterscotch is telling you to throw her some food. No, that's a rooster. That's rooster. Yeah, he's let all the cicadas, the roosters, the black snakes, the dogs and the cats and the hawks in the neighborhood know that he's got his flock there. He's got three women, three chicks. But yeah, Laura, Laura, if you go to YouTube, right? Go to YouTube, Google me, Dulci Hill, Dulci, no, Dulci Jean, whatever, Dulci Hill, Dulci Maria. Subscribe to my channel, and you can get on the chat and see what everybody's saying. So AJ is, yeah, it is. I just but AJ, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what? And AJ got a port because his veins were blown, and that's an option. Uh, if you struggle, no, no, like come here, lay down. Yeah, I know. What he wants to it, Ranger. Come here. And I realized this happened last night. Come here. This happened last night. I put the dogs outside. No, 2 nights ago I gave them each a bone. Ranger ate his bone up, and then I was doing something on the side gate, and I heard Ranger growling, just growling. What it was is that Ranger stole Winston's bone, which Winston's still working on. It will, yeah. Winston's still working on. You know, children, children. Anyway, so AJ, you know what, AJ? I've had MS for 37 years, and I remember, uh, hey, I remember, lay down. Good boy. Lay down. I remember them for Solumedrol, and I remember them threading, you know, when they put the needle in and they hunt around 6 times one time. So there's something called Prilosec. You can ask your doctor, your general practitioner, for a subscription or prescription for that. And it's just a cream. It's like cortisone. And you put it on your veins where and you put it and you cover it with saran wrap a half an hour before you get the injection, and then you don't feel it because and the worst thing they can tell you, these nurses and all, what they tell you is little stick. Why why do they say little stick? And they say to me, should we say big stick? And I say, you know what, put your boob in my hand and you say little stick, you know, because it tenses you up, and my veins have ears, so they roll over. So and Sarah, your Sarah's saying lidocaine cream. uh, uh I know. With the boys, I say, yeah, you know, put your balls in my hand and go ahead. You know what? No, do not warn me, because if they don't warn me, they go in. I won't pull back. I won't flinch. I won't punch. Just don't warn me. So if any of you are like me, I get anxiety with the needle. If I don't look, and it's a phlebotomist. You ever notice the people that are paid to draw blood are so much better than nurses? It anxiety, right, AJ? You know, especially if the problem is if they don't get that vein the very first time or the second time, believe it or not, their anxiety goes up. And now we've got to, Jane, you're funny. I'm not. I'm not. Now I'm starting to feel better. Hi, and Andrea. I'm starting to feel better. So because I took my medicine. After this, I have to go down and get my. Hi, Rob. My family's watching. All right. So now I'm gonna behave. Now you're gonna. If you, now you're gonna behave. No, that's not true. But anyway, I did want to say that. So, phlebotomists are amazing. And when I was getting my infusions at University of Pennsylvania, they used to have to get the neonatal nurses in. Neonatal nurses in to get my vein. What the heck? You guys know. And everybody knows. Just get the phlebotomist. Get the guy, the lowest guy in the totem pole that is trained to stab you and get blood. I'm telling you, they're like mosquitoes, aren't they? The phlebotomists. They can get blood out of, and you don't feel it. And they actually listen when I say, if you warn me, it's on. Don't warn me, just stick me. And that is great. So AJ, yeah, you get scars. In fact, I got scars on both arms. I've got so many scars on my veins, and I've got good veins, but they tell me I've got really thick skin. So, and they tend to roll. Well, that's because they warned me. When they roll, it's because you said something. My veins have ears. They don't have eyes. They have ears. So, hi, Susan. You know what, Susan? All right, Susan's brought up a topic about getting puffy in hot water or hot weather, and that is true, Susan. But what the problem is dehydration. A lot of us don't drink enough water, and the puffiness happens in the tissues, right? Because remember, spasticity goes up. We got to push that blood back up. So it just, whenever you're sitting down, you have MS, you got to put your feet up, right? Drink lots of water, and put your feet up. It is either that or develop a total immunity to people getting upset because your foot's purple. My left foot is purple. Even when I visited my father, he's looking at my foot and he says, "Gee, you're sicker than me." I said, "Yeah, yeah." Soaking, all right. Jane is saying soak in Epsom salt. Yeah, yeah, right. But the option, what is the option? The option when you get stuck by a needle for an IV is to get the Prilocaine, put that on. You have to drink lots of water the day before. If you have a bit of chocolate or sweet right before, the sugar makes the veins pop up. So those are, and you have to have a good breakfast in the morning. And so that's one option. All right. And don't create anxiety. Don't say little stick, jerks. Don't stick. Because you say, in fact, I tell them, you say a little stick, and it's on. It's on. I'll clock you. I'll hit you with the right hook before you even get the needle in me. Because you say little stick. You've warned me. Little stick, little punch. No. All right. The third thing is that you get a port. And the port is if you get the IVs frequently. I think that I wouldn't have. I never considered the port. I had Prilocaine, and eventually I've lived long enough that I just don't care. I don't care. I don't. In fact, when nurses have problems getting a vein, just give me the freaking needle and I'll stick it in myself. I mean, how many of you guys are convinced you can run an IV for other people? I know it's all fun. It's on like Donkey Kong. That's right. We'll bring it. bring it. I don't know. Bring it anyway. So you guys know how to get IVs, and that is huge. That's huge. Also, drinking lots and lots of water. Let me see. All right. Karen, you were talking about buying your sister something for MS there. And let's see, Jane's chiming in. Will is talking. So just to keep this going, Jane is participating and saying, well, good thing they're in medical setting. And in some case, someone needs stitches. It's funny. Yeah, it's true. No, nah. You know what? My husband said one time, this is before I allowed the peace of God to calm me down, and I pray for my enemies. And one of the greatest ways to practice being a Christian is when you're driving your car, right? When you're driving your car, people are being aggressive, uh, uh, flipping you off, slowing down, they're doing stupid things, right? You just practice praying for each person. I'm telling you, it's done amazing things with me. And a couple. Sorry, thank you, Susan. You know what it is? It's sound that I'm full of energy. I waited. I wasn't gonna take anything for the pain that I was in until the new Cinta, until until after this, because I wanted to be pure, but I hurt so bad, and I just didn't want to just give that to you guys. So I didn't. So anyway, what I did is I came to the stop sign. AJ is saying, "Pray, I pray, but pots and veins after 10 years." Said, "What the hell?" POTS. I don't understand that. What happened was, in fact, I ran a stop sign at the end of the street. There's a stop sign onto the main road, and one of the things is that if you don't get onto the main road when the millions of cars are coming, you're going to be there for a while. So I came up Jersey girl than I am, and I just took the turn in the middle left lane and pulled the. There was a cop, two back, pulled me over, and he comes up and he looks at me and he says, "Ma'am, you ran the stop sign." And I'm laughing. I said, "But I had the angle." He laughed so hard. I said, "I had the angle." I said, "I had to get out. You know that's straight." And he says, "But you're going to die." And I said, "I won't do that again." But that was good. And what my husband said is, with aggressive drivers, when I used to have a response, he says, anybody uh, get mad at you or you get mad, he says, all I ask is that you get them on the ground, because you're going to die if somebody comes at you standing up. He said, no, I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to say, wait. You know, because there's no insult so great that it can't be forgiven. You know, we all have bigger things and people being mad at us, right? Who cares? Who cares? We are who we are because when we look in the mirror, that's who we define ourselves to be. In fact, when I was down in Florida, my dad said, "Thank you so much for helping me, Dulci. Thank you so much." And I said, "Dad, I love you dearly, but I'm not doing this so much for you. Is I'm doing this because this is who I identify myself to be. It's part of being a good Christian, a good daughter, and everything." So, meanwhile, Gina, you're here. You know what? It's true. Gina says she's afraid that she may lose her license someday. But you know what? What I do is when Brian's home, when my husband's home, I have him drive. The only thing I know I'm going to drive perfect is the '56 Thunderbird. I know I am not going to get in an accident because I drive it like a little old lady way back. I love that car. I drove that. I picked it up 2 days ago, and I have to go down to Timonium today for that bladder thing, and I'm beautiful. I'm toying with the idea of taking that convertible. I might take it down there to the hospital. What I'll do is right when I hang up, I'll call the mechanic that always takes care of the T-bird, and I'll ask, "Is it okay if I take it all the way down there?" Love that. And then I take the back streets. Oh, it would be so much fun. All right, who's coming? Who's coming to Bel Air, Maryland to go for a ride with me in my Thunderbird? Chris, you've got the 67. I've got the 56. Oh my gosh, I love that car. I love that car. Why get a boat when you can have a classic car? I had somebody yesterday come up to me and say, "Your car." Hi, Judy. Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. I love you, Judy. I miss you. I miss you terribly. But, and I'm not doing well. I'm not walking well. Yeah, that's right, Rob. Well, come on down. You and Kathy need to come down and visit us. Brian, I would love that. It's my cousin I'm talking to right here. Let's see. Jane says she's got her helmet ready, and Sarah is on her way. I got a guest bedroom, and you know what? Anybody wants to come to Bel Air? I don't know. But anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you about before I lose my thought. So, Gina, you talked about being afraid you'll lose your license one day. In fact, Judy, I wish you were here. Or if you can jump over to YouTube and chat because you have a lot of experience with this. Judy had difficulties with her feet. And do you mind me sharing, Judy? Yeah, Rob, you know what? That'd be great. Private message me, and I'll give you my phone number, all my contact information. By the way, thank you for calling Dad at home. It left on the answering machine. I thought that was awesome. That was just awesome. You know, he felt the love. It was awesome. Anyway, Judy had difficulties using her feet, so she got the hand accessible stuff on her SUV. It's a Subaru. She got that, but you have to pass a driving test with your hand so and it scared her to death. The story's a lot longer than I'm not going to do the details, but what I'll say is she got a driver's license that had that she's okay to drive with the hand controls. So it's really a good thing. Uh, but I'll tell you what, if you don't use the hand controls, Gina, is it your right foot or your left foot? Because if it's your right foot, right, it's not that big because my right foot is fine. It's the left foot, so stick shifts are not going to happen for me anymore. But oh no, Gina, your right foot. Okay, so you know what, Judy would say, there's hand controls. There's hand controls. Judy, if you can, oh my gosh, if there is a way, Gina, I want Gina. Judy is the administrator of ML. Uh, they don't have to take away your driver's license if you've got that. I don't. I don't care. I don't care. They can have my driver's license. So I'm gonna drive anyway. I don't know, unless it's dangerous. Just let me drive the T-Bird back and forth. Just it's like 2 miles a day. I drive the T-Bird. Although the premium gas in that's really expensive, and ethanol kills engines. I don't know. Let me get some water. Drink of water here. All right, Jane, what do you say? You wear it, you've got your helmet. All right, what do you drop a lot? All right. So the shaking hands when trying to carry or pick up something is part of MS. Absolutely. Shaking a hand could be a side effect of medication, or it could be ataxia. You remember ataxia? I have a video. And this is where the neurologist has you, you know, all right. So I don't have any ataxia on this side, right? Now let's look at the other side. Do you see how it's not fluid? That's ataxia. That's ataxia. My left side, I'm like a stroke victim. So that's ataxia. Um, if if you look at this, the left hand shakes like crazy. I kind of. Um, Also, if you are low blood sugar, right, Rob? If you're low blood sugar, you shake, right? If, what about hyperglycemia? Do you shake when you've got too much sugar in you? I don't know. Yeah, and Jane used to be a correctional officer. Yeah, you know what? It is. It is. It could be medication. It could. I understand, Rob. All right, I'll text you that information soon enough. But I'll tell you, yeah, yeah. All right, to update you guys on my father, he got out of the intensive care unit. Uh, it was yesterday, and they moved him to a regular room. And I've talked to him, and he's eating real food. And his heart, the blood pressure is doing well, and he's on two different antibiotics because I guess he was eating all those sweets that was feeding his infection, and plus he was taking a medication that made him bleed. I don't know, a long story, but anyway, thank you all so much for your prayers. Um, I thank God for all of you for praying for him. He was a son of a gun growing up and all of his life, and therefore he's alienated a lot of people. But I'll tell you what, the piss and vinegar is out of him now. He was just a delight to be around when I went down there. So I'm going to go down at the end of June through July, to the first week of July. My husband and I are going to go down, and hopefully take care of him a little bit. Go to the beach. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Thank you, AJ. You know what? I don't know how well I do. Let me see. All right, I had foot drops so bad today getting out, and yesterday I had foot drop. I use my scooter to go to the gym to do laps, right? And we talk about doing things to conserve energy, right? That's why we walk with a walker, we take a scooter, we do. But if you're gonna do that, this is the deal. I make hi Minako. This is the deal I have to make for myself, and you do too. If we are going to get on a scooter, we have got to dedicate ourselves to doing squats or using our legs. 'Cause you get there, you use it to conserve energy to get to where you need to be to do things purposely purposefully. Yeah, purposefully. Uh, the other thing is the ankle foot orthotic. I'm gonna have to put this on. I have two, and this here is the light one because I'm wearing sandals, and I'll wear that. And that is because I'm gonna take my walker because I think I'm gonna take the T-bird, and the walker will go. It's only two-seater. It'll go in the front. I can put it in the trunk too, but I don't. I won't trip over that foot. Uh, I won't do that. Won't do that. So I'm hoping. I know I'm stubborn. Yeah. So anyway, uh, all right. What boat do you have? Chris is sharing that. What kind of boat she has? All right, she has a boat. Hi, Minako. How are you doing? You're in Japan right now? Yes, I know. You know what? Monaco is on Facebook right now, and she's been a part of this ministry and with MS Frontiers and fighting this demon, this MS demon, so long that I would love for you, Monaco, to be able to jump over to YouTube. Google my name, Dulci Jean or Dulci Hill or whatever, Dulci Ripke, whatever. If you Google that, join in Monaco, share. Yeah, start chatting with the rest. Well, because the Facebook problem with the Facebook is that it's not always the chat. It doesn't. It just doesn't work as well. Now I'm going to show you guys because it's good. All right. So what's good about the thin, I have a thin one and I have a thick one, and but this thin one, I'm going to see if it works on the Mary Janes. um, because it is, yes. All right, here we go. So I'm going to see if it works on the Mary. You know it. Fun. All right. All right. Let me see. It does. All right. See? All right. See? So, you can use your AFO or your hip flexor assisted device. Uh, Very good, Jane. I know. I not yet. Uh, I have milkweed. I planted. They haven't come around yet. So I think it's still a little early. I've got to plant some more milkweed because if you plant milkweed, they will come. Yeah, they need that. But I'll tell you, with all these cicadas, can you guys hear a din? That's the cicadas. All these cicadas, that's good, Tim. That's good. Everybody with MS, if you've been alive long enough with the disease, you'll end up with a ankle foot orthotic at some point in your life. So this is the one that is goes in the front. The other one I have goes on the side, and it's heavy duty, much heavier. And it's interesting. I wish I had a nickel for all the aids I've gotten over the years because I don't like the heavy one anymore. It doesn't help. But this one will help. It's light. That'll help. The hip flexor assisted device. Uh, I got to do that. I got to do that. Go for a walk. Maybe tonight. I don't know. But hi. Do you hear? Do you hear the cicadas? All right, I don't know why. This is okay. All right. All of it. That's all right. Okay. I don't know why it says that it is. Let me just a second. Let me see. Yeah. It's supposed to be charging, but it's not. All right. Hang on. All right. Let's see. Maybe I had that in backwards. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So Chris says ataxia is what I have. Left side worse than the right. Yeah. Yep. I understand. I have that too. Oh, I see. Okay. Let me try this because I don't want this time out. All right. Let's see. Nope. Nope. It is. For some reason, it's not doing it. unless there's two different. No, it's supposed to be. I know this won't time out because the Lord is so good. Oh my goodness! Oh, Chung, you're with us. Boy, I've missed you. What about everybody else? Monaco, Chung is a young guy from, you're Chinese, right, Chung? This is, I'm talking to somebody. But anyway, he is a young guy with relapsing remitting from, no, from Texas. You have primary progressive, right, Chung? You know what? That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. You have to make adjustments when you are really dominant on one side and it doesn't work. I am right side dominant. I am so right side dominant that the left side is just painted on to give me symmetry. But no, it just I don't a good thing that the MS affected my left side mostly. Uh, it's awful. It's awful. But there are a lot of people with MS that have had attacks that affect their dominant side. And Chris is saying what's great is that if you are extremely one side or the other, what's great is that you've got to practice using your other side. In fact, those of us who are very dominant on one side, we should too. But I'll tell you what, Chris, you talk about being ambidextrous. So is my husband. I think he's a freak. He can write just as well with right or left. He can eat on his left and his right. Uh, yeah, it's and Tim, I knew you were special. I knew you were special. Something about people who are left-handed. It just I have just a love. You know, there's something weird. It's because I'm so right dominant, and I know. So Tim is sharing that he's left dominant, and everything on the right side is weak. All right, now Tim, you're left dominant. That's good. You know what? That's a blessing. If so, you're a lefty anyway, southpaw anyway. So just strap on the stuff to make the less dominant side work. Now Chris is sharing since her mom's accident, no more dropped foot. All right, I don't know what that means, Chris. Ugh, why my nose is itching. Okay, what is the saying? If your nose itches, you're gonna kiss a fool. Ranger, come here, Ranger. Uh, Come here, up, because he is he's acting like a cat. Good boy, lay down. He's acting like a cat. He is inching towards the puppy so he can take away his oh my god, his bone. Anyway, Chris, coming. I'm coming because pontoon boats are my favorite. Are my favorite. That is, we have that a little. It's like a little speedboat, but it's not. It's just a little cruiser that has a 25 Honda 25. I don't know. It's not fun, but it, doing the pontoon, you can bring your walker on there. You can. I would love that, but pontoons are so expensive. What I should do is probably find a used one and drive. Go and get it, fly out, get it, and bring it back. You know what? If anybody knows of somebody selling a pontoon boat that is cheap, let me know. Let me know because that would be so much fun. Hi, Chris. Chris, it's good to see you. Missed you. You're coming a little late. It's 11:49, and let's see. And for some reason, I think my it's supposed to be charging, but my phone's not charging. So Facebook may uh, cut out. YouTube, it'll stay with us. Uh, Chung is a lefty, and it affects his left side. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, Chung. Um, but I'll tell you what. It's what Gina said. Gina said her right side is affected. For Gina, are you right or left hand dominant? Uh, and so there are ways to adapt. Our job in life when we have MS is we've got to adapt. We've got to, you know, one thing gets taken away and we got to replace it. So yesterday I swam my 40 laps and an older gentleman said to me, "You're amazing." So Gina is sharing that she is right dominant, and her right side is the problem. Is I'm sorry, but we have to adapt. We have to adapt. Uh, if that is to happen, then you got to look at hand controls with driving. Uh, just you gotta adapt. Uh, it all right, Chris. Right. Uh, you know what? That kind of breaks my heart. That when it's as if you don't have enough to deal with. But anyway, let's see, Chung. Yeah, we're all feeling it. We are all feeling it. But there's ways to adapt, right? Remember, I used to do the elliptical trainer all the time and the treadmill and everything. But I stopped doing that. And my knee wouldn't bend, and it was harder on my hip than anything. So what did I do? And this is about 18 years ago. I had them, the swim coach of the teenagers, the high school swim coach. I had this person teach me how to swim. I have since made changes because there's techniques you update. It is the greatest thing. And freedom. It's like going for a walk. If we can't just go for a nice walk, then every other day, if I swim a half a mile, 40 laps on a 25-yard pool, right? Round trip. So it's 50 yards. I go up and back. I go up and back 20 times. Or 25 yards, I do all the way to the end is one. I do that 40 times. But and then lifting weights, because if I'm not going to go to the gym and lift weights, then I have to do that. Remember I talked about getting the bands and stuff. So there is absolutely no reason. See, you pull them apart. There's no reason why you're sitting there and you're talking and you're chatting. There's no reason why you can't. Bow and arrow. Ah, that feels good. Lats there. Gabby. Hi, Gabby. You know what, Gabby? That's my problem too. I walk with a walker because it's balance. It is. I lose my balance and I fall. It's bad news. But that's because Gabby, we have a lesion in our cerebellum or the pons area. Hi, Teresa. Uh, and that will make you dizzy. It's it's so it's not. We have to adapt that way. The AFL, wearing that, overcoming your difficulties with the weak side is easy compared to being so dizzy and not falling. I mean, you can't carry anything in your hand and walk because it's going to drop. So, but there's ways of adapting. There's a cute little bird. It's a house finch. But the black snakes are out alive and well, the black snakes. We got a big time problem with so many black snakes because cicadas. There's so many cicadas, so the black snake population's going out of control. Okay, so let me get back to what you guys are saying. Gabby is saying she can't walk. It's slow, but balance sucks. Yeah, any meds for balance? Uh, yeah, yeah, there is. If the reason for your loss of coordination or balance is because you have an inner ear problem. There's crystals that help you balance. There's liquid in your inner ear. There's antihistamines. It depends on what is the reason why you're dizzy. If you are dizzy because of an MS attack, left you with a lesion, then pretty much it's physical therapy. It's closing your eyes. See me closing my eyes. Watch me. See how I'm rocking a little bit. All right, closed eyes. All right, that's because I have the problem. What we're supposed to do if it's because of MS, right, is you stand up, and what you do is have your hands close by to something. You look to the left and center, all right? And center, up and center, and then down. And you do that with your feet apart, and then you bring your feet together. Now, you can do it with your eyes open, which, if you have severe dizziness, that's the best way to do it at first. And then you slowly bring your feet in. And we've got to do that to practice. What it is that your brain connects with the feeling on your foot, and it'll help stabilize you. It's like muscle memory. Anyway, all right. Can you do besides a cane you went out in public? Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gabby, if you have dizziness, if you have dizziness, and that's why you have a cane, you shouldn't be using a cane. If you are dizzy, you need a walker, bilateral support. Plus, you can carry your lunch and your friends. And Gab, you say that. Are you calling me that? Gabby just called me doll face. Really? Oh my god, I love you. I love you. Thank you. You know, my first boyfriend used to call me that all the time. Doll face, doll face, doll face. So I do. All right. Will is saying proprioception. I don't know what that is. Mine, Dennis, Chris, and Will, I heard of that. Okay. Proprioception. Proprioception is medication. Can anybody tell me what is that medication? Is that like for seasickness, inner ears, balance stuff? I don't know, and I should. So if I don't know, then you guys have to let me know. You are. I know, Gabby. And you know what? You were so sweet. I know, I've told you that before, right, Gabby? All right, Dennis, you're a lurker. That's all right. That's all right. There's a lot of people on Facebook that lurk, that don't post anything, and I only post MS stuff for the most part. Okay, Cuba is perception or awareness of the position. Perception. Perception. Okay, I thought it was a medication you were talking about. Anyway, all right, top of the hour, right? Anybody see it's 11:59? What does that mean? That means we've got another week down with MS Live. That means on Tuesday we're going to come back together. Hopefully, it'll be on the porch. I love each of you. Remember, together we're so much stronger. You guys help me, and I know you help each other. Hi, Maureen. Love you all. Please follow me if you want to participate in this and you're on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. Go to msfrontiers.org and look at the resource we have for you. And until we meet again, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May He lift up His countenance upon you. May the Lord, I skipped something. Forgive me, Lord, and give you His peace. But Lord, I just asked especially today, everybody who's participated today, I just ask a special blessing on all of us, on each one of us. Make this time together so fulfilling for us that we're empowered to do more of your will for our body and for each other. In Jesus' name, I give thanks. Amen. All right, guys, I will see you. Josephus, it's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. All right, see you on Tuesday. Love you guys.